Yo, what up? What up? It's your boy Quasi B, and welcome to Eon Studios. So, I wanted to show y'all Reaper Remix, but the way I'm gonna do things is always show you like real time, real purpose, real, you know what I'm saying? Like real stuff. And I'm not saying what you see is not real or anything. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm saying that as an artist and producer, I'm still active in my career. So a lot of things I'm showing y'all are not just like, oh, theoretical. Like I had to take this music out to the club and make sure people like it when they hear it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the DJs fuck with it. So without further ado, let's get started. This is Reaper Remix. So by default, Reaper does not come with a way to get all of the resources that people make for it. You really have to scour the internet and search and find. Like, for instance, this theme I'm using, it's actually called iLogic 3.9. You have to go to the forum and find it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of work for a lot of people. So I wanted to put together a configuration to where it may take a little time to put together, but it does almost everything every other dog can do, minus a few things. I will be honest. Reaper has a few limitations. I don't like it. But I wanted something that was all inclusive, a dog that would allow me to create music, whether I went from my desktop, my laptop, it didn't matter. And so Reaper is getting there. There's a few small places it hasn't gotten there all the way, but it's cool. It's still working out the kinks. So let me show y'all Reaper Remix. So this is the track I'm talking on. So let's just act like that's not here for a second, okay? And we're actually gonna do that with one of our first features, Radio Menu. This is a GTA style menu. It's covered by a lot of YouTubers, and you should definitely take a look at how to customize it. If you select, right, you can pop up your screen sets, region markers, you know what I mean? Your big clock, right? If you want to record with your big clock on. Right now, we're going to go to Track Manager, a very popular place. Let's bring that over here. And we're actually going to make this top track, we're going to rename it called Microphone. That's how you all are able to hear me. Microphone. And because you can hear me and everything's going good, we don't need to see it. We don't need to see it right now at all. So there it is. Yeah. Let's close radio menu. And this song that we're using is called Soul Right from my album New Trap Swing. It has a total raw tracks of 65 raw tracks. So I wanted to use a song that really would show like everything Reaper can really do, what you use it for, how you would really use it, what you're really doing with it. So the first thing you want to do is just listen to your track. I know. Just listen. So let's bring the volume down now. Let's make sure we don't bust our ears open and let's listen. Okay, that's cool. I know these vocals about to be loud. Nope. So first thing we want to do, and I kind of cheated. Y'all kind of already see that, but I know the first 38 tracks are vocals. So we're gonna shift and scroll all the way down to track 39. I apologize, 39 tracks. That selects all. So shift click all the way down to 39 will select all the tracks. Right click, move tracks to folder, new folder track. We're gonna call that track vocals. Fat finger and everything, man. All right, we're gonna minimize that, and then let's make it big again. Bring the volume down a little bit. Let's just hear what we got as far as volume wise. Temptation. So, one of the first limitations I gotta bring up to Reaper, and this is something I need the developers to truly, someone who can develop a plugin that can compete with Auto-Tune's algorithm, or at least some of the other companies. I mean, the algorithm in Reatune is cool, but Antares Auto-Tune has a sound. It does. There's no getting around it. And a lot of the other algorithms in these tuning plugins have a sound. They have a sound. There's mathematics that they got that formula on lock. So if we could get one for Reaper, Reaper does come with a plugin called Reattune, but it is just, yeah. So all my vocals have auto-tune on them at the moment. And let me show you that. We're gonna dock the mixer over here. So all the vocals have auto-tune on them already. They're not panned, there's nothing else, just auto-tune. So I already know the key that they were in, but because this isn't about, you know, auto-tune, I'm just showing you guys like I already know the key, everything, so boom. But definitely we're gonna go through, take a listen to everything, and then let's see what we got.
Temptation, say, bring you, check my swag on. I gotta bring you with your brag on. And all my folks I'm laughing on. I got these that they can grab on. Probably paid your rent late. Hold on, get your shit straight. Been waiting on my big break. Wait, I need a big break. I mean, damn, I need a big steak.
All right, so you want to make sure in any of your sessions, all your songs and things are tracked out. So let's organize this real quick, because, yeah, I don't want to talk you guys to death. I want to really make some music. So we're going to make sure we got all our drums together. Same process, right click, move tracks to folder, new folder track. We're going to call that drums. Here. We're going to call these two bass. Bass. And then we're going to call all of these, right click. I'm going to move these tracks to a folder called instruments. So now we need to move on to creating project markers and regions. That's how you want to navigate your song. So once you've got all your, parts as far as, okay, this is the vocals. I'm going to minimize this folder. These are the bass parts. These are the instruments, and these are the drums. And I'm actually going to add a folder to the bass. And we're going to call that insert new track. I'm sorry. We're going to call this instrumental. That's what we're going to call it. Instrumental. Move that up there. Okay, I don't know where that went. No, I didn't want it to go there. So, yeah, when you're moving stuff around, just watch what Reaper's doing, because you'll slip, and next thing you know. So, we're going to make everything under here a folder. Boom, there it is. So, minimize the bass, minimize the drums. All right, now we're going to set up markers and things as far as where in the song things happen. You can get a lot of visual clues. You can use vocals. So let's start here. Shift in. We're going to call that hook 1. Now, here's a trick. Personally, I still use a marker at the beginning of the song. So, yeah. We're going to set up our markers, but I'm going to move this one to actually, because this is the ID one, I'm going to call this start. And we're going to just move that marker over there. Still get the one there. Shift, hook 1, boom. Verse 1. So, verse 1. And then you can kind of see from the lines of everything, like when things are recorded, right? There's a level of, okay, maybe that's the hook. What gave you that idea? The whole stack of vocals? Like, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes, but still take a listen, because there's stacks here and stacks here. You don't know what that could be. So just listen. Let's go, man. Gotta take my own advice. Wait, I need a
big break. I mean, damn, I need a big steak. I need a bitch so bad a friend take. I need a big old crib and this steak. That's so real, think it's fake. Cash flow on the intake. Controversy.
Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm about to really move my mixer over and show y'all what I'm doing here. So one thing I'm going to do is these vocals all are way too, they're just too hot. And I don't know what I was doing that day. So because we're making a vocal chain, I already have one in mind, but we're making this, guys. So we're going to start with a gain. This is Mr. Railwood. You know what? I know I ain't say his name right. It's right there. Y'all see what's going on, okay? This is a gain plugin that I think is awesome for Reaper. So what I like to do oftentimes is mix in the mixer without opening plugins. You guys are going to see what I'm saying. So, boom, close, bow. There it is. Put that before auto-tune. So we're not just going into auto-tune hot. And let's move this over to all the tracks. Like, just, in that little dB cut, we can come back and, individually change different tracks. It's just, we can't have that. We cannot just go into auto-tune super hot. Plugins do distort. I know people don't believe that, but yeah.
Swag on, I got a brand new bitch to brag on. And all my folks I'm laughing. I got Jesus thinking.
All right. We got all kind of stuff. So let's start at the top. Scroll over, baby. We got a lot of vocals to do here. And we're going to make one chain. I'm just starting this off, so all of these are not so crisp.
I'm gonna let for me go up in the air, surprise. I'm gonna let for me, I'm gonna let for me, for sunlight. Temptation, my swag on, I gotta bring it, bitch, to brag on. And all my folks I'm laughing, I got Jesus thinking grab on. Probably pay your rent late, hold on, get your shit straight. Been waiting on my big break, wait, I need a big break. I mean, damn, I need a big steak. I need a bitch so bad a friend take. I need a big old crib and this steak. That's so real, think it's fake. Cash flow on the intake. Controversy and hate. And prayer for my mistakes. Just play my fucking mixtape. I mean, reppin' in 704. Tell them we coming and kicking it out. Baby, I'm beaming, I come with a go. When I'm ripping it, giving a taking it out. That wrist so cold and frosty. I take them up, shake them bossy. And I caramel and coffee. Napkin, bitch, I'm saucy. I go overboard, but don't be a
That was hot. The instrumental is hot too. Sheesh. All right, well, let's mix it. So, because we got markers, by default, the numbers go right to the marker. So let's just go to the hook.
Check my swag on.
Right on the verse, all right.
Bitch, a brag on. And all my folks I'm laughing. They got Jesus they can grab on. Probably paid your rent late. Hold on, get your shit straight. Been waiting on my big break. Wait, I need a big break. I mean, damn, I need a big steak. I need a bitch so bad a friend take. I need a big old crib and this steak. That's so real, think it's fake. Cash flow on the intake. Controversy and hate. And prayer for my mistakes. Just play my fucking mixtape.
All right, we're just getting some levels down to where we want stuff. All right, now let's go to the big hook, because I know we got a lot to do there.
Into this in my soul, right? This liquor feeling so right. Don't go left for me, go right. Up in the air, so right. Don't go left for me, hey, don't go left for me. It's alright.
So, I don't like to let the plugins do all the work. I believe in a lot of vocal stacks if the song calls for it. To me, it's just, that's how you know it's a hook. So, yeah, y'all, let's get into these stacks of this hook. Oh, yeah, we got to turn some of these down. All right, let's get to this instrumental. Turn some of these down.
Shout out my niggas I ride for. I'ma keep it 100, let's grind more. Pool parties on top floor. Tryna sip in the shade.
And I'm not mixing. Seriously, this is just really just trying to get vocals down so we can hear this stuff. And so we're not clipping. We're not even mixing. I'm just trying to get this stuff so when you import it, now we need to set up those markers so we can keep getting to the other parts of the song. And y'all forgive me, I do not work in a linear fashion. So when I say, oh, we about to do this, and then y'all see me doing something, I'm sorry. My brain just does not work in the whole super linear fashion. And a lot of y'all's doesn't either. So we're not about to play that game like it should. You're a musician. The idea is to be creative. Shout out my niggas I ride for. Alright. Hook 3. Bridge. That's because auto-tune effects got all that shit on there. Trust me, I ain't do that yet. Alright, so in Reaper Remix, you will see a couple of toolbars up top. The top toolbars are not anything new. They're just, I just think they're cooler icons. So like project settings or undo, redo, metronome, with the crossfade and the splice editing, razor editing, I'm sorry, ripple editing. Like these top ones have not changed. The grid lines, the locking, all snapping, all that. These ones on the bottom are a little brand new. So we're gonna start from the beginning. This first one opens up the Media Explorer. I have it docked to the left. Kind of FL Studio style. I think that's really dope about how they did theirs, and a lot of people have gotten used to it. Then we have a script called Real Launcher. This script allows you to open projects, project templates, track templates, different projects you may have saved. It's a really cool script. Y'all definitely check it out. As you guys have seen me kind of go back and forth between collapsing and uncollapsing my color toolbar there. You can move that. I just think it's dope. You select a track and it will color the track and the items. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Next up, we've got the one color. This is cool because it'll color like just the track or like just the item. You can do a couple other things. You can get the color of that like that item, right? It says, okay, you selected an item. Okay, give me that color. And that's the color it gave me. But say I turn that item to pink. I can make it darker. I can make it brighter. I can, I don't know, we can go red. We could not select that track. Make this track that same color. So there's a lot you can do with that. Definitely take a look at that one for coloring purposes. Theme development, this allows you to make a lot of changes to your theme. So it opens up 3 different scripts. There's the theme tweaker. There is the adjust theme colors. That'll change all the colors. Boom, boom. Let me show y'all. I'm gonna try to get curious on me. So yeah, it works. Let's close that. This is the default 6 theme. Even though we're on 7, I am using a theme based off of Reaper 6. I'm waiting on iLogic to drop the new version. So my boy, drop that. Y'all donate to these scripters too, man. And this, the theme tweaker, lets you tweak different elements of the theme and change the color. And we're gonna get into that in later videos. This for track icons allows you to select the track and pick icons, and we're going to do that shortly. Also, you have the track tags. We are all definitely going to do that one. This allows you to select just the track that you select in a track tag. So, like track 2, right? Or the instrumentals. Or, yeah. So, let's actually, you know what? Let's go to options, remove all tags. Boom. All right. So, vocals. It'll just show me vocals. Instrumental, it'll just show me instrumental. Bass, it'll just show me bass. Right? Instruments, it'll just show me that. Drums, it'll just show me that. So it is a really cool script that allows you to really just focus in on what you're working on. Gives you color coded. I mean, it's awesome. Next up, we have the renamer. So sometimes when you get a bunch of tracks from someone, like they'll send you something and it'll have extra things at the end. If you've ever exported something with Contact, it'll have like all this extra information. This allows you to select a bunch of tracks and make a bunch of changes to their naming. Everything from you can replace the first X number of, trim start, where you cut out the first 3 characters, trim in where you cut out the last 3, or whatever you want to do. You can uppercase them all, lowercase them. Yeah, and then it doesn't even do it. You have to hit commit for it to happen. So it's really cool. But yeah, moving on. In the air, so bright. In the air, so bright. It's in my so bright. This liquor feeling so bright. Someone left for me. Up in the air, so bright. Someone left for me. Feel this in my so bright. This liquor feeling so bright. Someone left for me. Live by the code, I'ma die for. Shout out my niggas I ride for. I'ma keep it 100, let's grind more. Pool parties on top floors, tryna sip in the shade. Dip it, get paid. Pour in the sauce, hit with a fade. Got me a crib, hitting the May. Got me a big interior bed. Family the ones that I die for. Never no switching the sides, bro. Niggas be wiping up side hoes. I'm on the move and I got goals. Hi.
I am outside.
Okay. I'm coming.
Live by the code, I'ma die for. Shout out my niggas I ride for. I'ma keep it 100, let's grind more. Pool parties on top floors, tryna sip in the shade. Dip it, get paid. Pour in the sauce, hit with a